Good afternoon. Welcome to the Daily Download episode 109. Today's January 20th, and you are live with Boca Ben and
Melanie.
Melanie. Great to have you on board today. We have some really good stories, not a ton, but some ones we really want to dive a little bit deeper into. But before we get going, just want to let you know, once again, always check out the content at ritualmotion.com. You can see past episodes of the Daily Download, lots of other programming. And definitely want to plug March 2nd. We have a full day conference called Creators on the Block. We have some amazing speakers in the esports, crypto, blockchain, NFT, metaverse, Web 3.0. Fill in the buzzword. It's a buzzword conference, and it's going to be really exciting. We have great speakers. And I'll be part of that event. Melanie, I believe you're part of the event as well.
More on the backstage. I'm not joining. Backstage. Yeah.
Okay. So that's March 2nd from 1 to 6 p.m. And of course, visit rexopportunity.com where you can download the daily download right into your inbox and get all the stories that we're going to talk about today. All right, let us kick things off. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with Sony, aren't we?
We are. So I'll start in this one because we've also seen some Twitter chatter about this with our own Ritual Motion posts about antitrust with the Activision Blizzard, but Sony expects Activision games to stay multi-platform due to the contractual agreements. So Sony has issued their first statement in the wake of Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, saying that it expects games from the latter to remain non-exclusive. So we were kind of chatting about why that is important. Ben, I think you made some really good points about that.
Yeah, like this is kind of what you'd expect Sony to say, like they're freaking out about this deal. So they want to just reassure gamers that this is what's going to happen. I think if you look at some of the Xbox and Sony exclusives, it kind of tells you a little about, the risk. Like there are some pretty badass titles that are Xbox exclusives, games like the Forza series, Psychonauts, which I think was like Game of the Year at some award show. I can't remember which one. Sea of Thieves being a massive one. Like people on my team are huge into that. Gears 5. So Xbox has some pretty big exclusives, and Sony does as well. Whether it's Last of Us, God of War, the Marvel series, the Spider-Man. So they both have some pretty big names in their exclusive category. But one thing to point out is, and whenever one does make it exclusive, everyone cries foul, and this is unfair. But no one cries foul about Nintendo. Okay, Nintendo is all about exclusives. Their whole business is based on exclusive. The entire Mario universe, the entire Smash universe. Yes, there's some games that are crossplay on all three. You could still play Overwatch and sports games, but seems a little unfair, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I find it interesting because Nintendo does like to take other people's games, right, and use it on their platform. I've played Fortnite and Rocket League on my Switch, but it's definitely not reversed. And we were having this conversation in my own house about how crossplay can be important for people to have access because not everybody can have every type of console in their home, and that it might actually be better for the companies to allow, non-exclusive because that means more people can buy their games. So it just seemed kind of like nearsighted to say, no, it's only with us rather than plan out that. So hopefully that Sony will win that case and be able to make the case that, we all want access to these games on different platforms.
And I would imagine that the money is not really in the hardware sales. The money is in, especially now with all the in-game DLC and all the content from games. So yes, you're not going to make money on the console. So what? It's all about the games and the distribution. So I don't know, or yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, I remember, a few months ago, I got super excited and saw the Riot and Epic partnership, and I never thought that was going to happen. So, and I think both of them benefit. I mean, I re-downloaded Fortnite just to buy the Jinx skin. So I think, it goes to say like people will buy in-game products and they will do it if you can make them fall in love with your characters, your storylines, and what that game is about, rather than what specific hardware they're on.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's also made possible because Tencent owns Riot and they own 40% of Epic. So like Tencent is this god that could just make everybody work together because they own everybody or parts of everybody.
I
So
didn't realize they owned Epic too.
not all of it, but yeah, they're major shareholders in Epic. Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to @NorthResists on Twitter. They said they believe that the USA is serious about their antitrust laws when they start going after essential goods monopolies, but they don't care as much about Microsoft buying another gaming publisher. So hopefully this starts kind of making waves and noticing the monopoly being formed, and really have people. So thanks for sharing that, North Resist. We appreciate your thoughts. And if you want to share your thoughts, you can either go to Ritual Motion and quote any of our content, or you can use the hashtag Rex Daily Download to grab our attention, because I try to check it every day.
Awesome.
So kind of moving on is looking at NFTs. So, we talked about that, creators on the block, but this is because NFTs, crypto, are becoming a buzzword. And according to an Interpret study, it says that 56% of gamers are interested in earning NFTs in games. So really looking at that play to earn. So a study of 1,500 console and PC gamers found that 56 of them were interested in earning the NFTs through gaming, according to a market research firm. It's interesting because I keep seeing that NFT within gaming is very controversial, depending on where you're at. And hardcore gamers seem to be, just by, even the story kind of talks about, it's like, I don't know who those hardcore gamers are that they are referring to, but they tend to show opposition to NFTs. But I think everyone else is like looking at it like, oh, this might be another way to getting on, a way to make money rather than paying money to play games. And then just kind of looking at, who are they asking, and, what population who were in that 1,500? Was it an even amount? All those nerdy research questions that I want to look into.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm honestly surprised the number isn't higher. I admit I play Fortnite. It's my guilty pleasure. And at the end of the day, if I buy a battle pass and I'm collecting different skins and emojis and guns, it's not worth anything because everyone has the exact same thing if you bought a battle pass, and they're not transferable. I can't move them around. So I'm playing for nothing and I have nothing to show for with a battle pass, really. And I think kind of what I like about sort of NFTs moving into gaming is to create that sort of off-ramp is, can I take what I'm creating and winning and earning in Fortnite? Can I move it around? Can I showcase it? Can I have it in my Coinbase wallet? I think that's a problem that NFTs are looking to solve.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like I said, I like Fortnite as well, but I also like a lot of the Riot lore, the League of Legends lore. So they got me like on the Jinx, right? And if I could like do something where I could show off and have an NFT that I could have somewhere, and that would have been like extra. And then we have somebody mentioned in chat, Dana, thank you. It also depends on who you ask. Definitely gamers is a very broad term now. So, it's interesting. I'm curious to see it. And if you want to join, come to our creators on the block and join the conversation. We'll have chances to dive in and learn more about NFTs. I'm excited to learn more and be a part of the conversation because I have not done my due diligence on my research.
I'd love to see if they could eventually break that down by game, because I'm like very sure that, let's say, the Dota and Valve are like 90% in favor of NFTs, and maybe other communities like sports or FGC, I bet, is significantly lower. So
I've heard that some people say the Minecraft community is very against it, but I haven't been given a reason why. So if you have, if anybody out there has information on that and want to let us know, again, use Rex Daily Download to let us know. I am interested on the breakdown as well. because I've heard Fortnite gamers are really into NFTs, and you're seeing a lot of crossover for the pro players, kind of leaving games and going more into that crypto space.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. So the headline is YouTube Premium now lets you pay annually to make the ad stop. Now, the fact that you can pay annually versus monthly, I don't really think is the story, although it's the headline, which I didn't know the story being that YouTube Premium, that you can watch YouTube without any ads. And that is amazing. And maybe I'm just like really far behind on this story. Melanie, you were telling me that you've had YouTube Premium for a while. How long have you had it for?
I remember getting it. I think it was used to be YouTube Red, and I got it in 2019, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. I got it while on a work trip, and I needed to download some things so I could watch these YouTube. It was actually to watch a convention while on the flight. And so, yeah, I was like, sure, why not? And yeah, if I am on YouTube, I don't have ads.
Wow. That's amazing. And my kids watch too much YouTube, and if
Mine
I
too.
can get rid of the ads for $9 a month as a parent, that is the best investment I could possibly make in my kids' sanity and upbringing. So that's great
Yeah.
news. You do save a little bit of money if you do the annual. It's going to be it's going to be $90. No, sorry. Um, it's
So
going to
the new
be
part is the annual. I was paying the monthly, so now I'm like, I should probably go check that out and save a little money. But if you're a YouTube
yeah.
consumer like I've been, it definitely is helpful to be able to do that. But if you have kids, KidsTube doesn't have ads, so that helps too.
Yeah. So they did the math for us here. If you subscribe before January 23rd, so that's Saturday, or Sunday, you will save $35.
Oh,
There you go. All
I need
right.
to jump on that. All right.
All right. Let's move to Twitch.
Yes,
And Melanie, you're gonna let me be controversial and upset
I
the
am.
community, right?
Well, I don't know if I'll let you, but you're going to be. So,
What are you
Twitch
doing?
streamers campaign for Disability Pride Month. Did a little looking into this, and that is usually held on in July. And so they're wanting awareness campaigns for diverse communities, including like Pride Month, Black History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month. But Twitch has not in the past highlighted disabilities. And so they're wanting to make that another month where you can highlight creators. And so I kind of like this phrase about it. It's Amera Disability describes Disability Month as accepting and honoring each person's uniqueness and seeing it as a natural and beautiful part of human diversity.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely surprised that they didn't have this already. I think it's an
Mhm.
awesome thing. My only like asterisk in this whole thing that is just, we have to remember that with each new month that Twitch adds, in my opinion, it may water down the significance of the other month. So right now, it sounds like there's just 3 months. It's there's Black History Month, there's Asian American Pacific Islander Month, and LGBTQIA Month. So that's 4 months. So now we're going to add the Disability Pride Month as 5, which is great.
They also do Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, okay. So now we're up to 6. So there's only so many months. And if they start to duplicate the months and have like more than one, then my concern is that it does water down the importance of these. And other groups are going to be like, hey, if you let disabilities have a month, we as another disparaged group, we're going to want a month, right? Like that's just naturally going to happen. So Twitch is going to have to figure out how many months they're going to allow to promote these groups and have to figure out which ones are deserving of it.
Yeah, and I see it more as just they need to do a better job in general of highlighting a diverse creator community and using the months. You got 12, so you at least have that. And some of us are good at sharing, so we can share the months if we need to. Because I look at this and I'm like, oh, there's not a women's month, and I know that they
There you
don't
go.
do, but they still highlight things and do things. So I think it's possible. I know that, for Ritual Motion, we're looking at like what are the months and how can we celebrate the diverse creators, and I think it's possible to, pay homage to the people of that group and others and make it feel like you're part of the community, because so many people don't feel like they can be part of the community.
Yeah, that's a good point. There isn't a women's month. Yeah, there isn't a low income month. I don't know. There's just other months. So we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna put in. I don't know. All right.
On that note, we hope
That's
you
it.
have a
Okay.
great day.
Yes. So don't forget, go to rexopportunity.com and you can check out the daily download and links to these episodes. And of course, visit ritualmotion.com. You can see all the past episodes of the daily download and lots of other great content. And please mark your calendars, March 2nd, Creators on the Block. We had a great show and we hope to have everyone out. That's it. Have a great day, everyone.